This is this is Mahatma Gandhi by Jennifer Strand. Giving us that. Hmm. There we go. Okay. This is Mahatma Gandhi by Jennifer Strand. So this talks about how Gandhi led peaceful protests and inspired many. He fought for civil rights, he fought for people's rights, and when he was still a young man, that's actually really kind of hard to visualize. Um, so when he was a young man, he went to Africa, and yeah, he went to Africa, and he ended up uh, not being treated fairly because people were not treated fairly in Africa. It was really hard for Indians because, well, they were Indians and Africa, they didn't treat them the same. So he helped gain rights for those Indians. And when he went back home, the British was ruling. So he led his peaceful protests and inspired others to do the same. One of those protests was not to buy any of the things that British sold. Basically, boycott. And that is not the first time that I have had a boycott. There are a lot of boycotts in history, but this was the one I know most of. The one I hear most often is about the clothing boycott. So they didn't buy any British clothes and they sewed their own clothes. So British, they were like running out of money and they were forced to remove some of the prices. And finally, India gained its independence. But Gandhi was killed because of some people who did not like Gandhi. So he was assassinated in 1914, 1984. 1984. He inspired many others to fight for India, and he also inspired other leaders, including Martin Luther King. This is a really nice book. I really enjoyed reading it, and it had a lot of facts about Gandhi in it. It was really fun to read, and I just really liked the story overall about how he helped India gain independence with nothing more than peacefulness. There was like no violence, but he still helped to gain independence and he became a national hero. He's still known as the father of the country in India. By the way, I also learned that Mahatma means great soul. So he was a very special man, you can tell just by the name. But this was a very fun book, very interesting, and it covered a lot of the topic, despite having only a few pages. I love the photographs in there, and they really added to it. It was really fun to read, and I give it a 10 out of 10.